My audience. Alright guys, today I want to start off with some quotes, one of which is from CBS News. They state that recent data suggests that nearly 15% of US youngsters are obese. Another fact from nondiet.com, 72.5 million adults in the US are obese. And there's also a chance by 2030 that 42% of Americans will become obese. I am here today to persuade you that consuming fast food is a growing epidemic and it needs to be stopped. The topic of fast food is very important to me because I see too many people hurting themselves inside and out by consuming fast food, by eating greasy burgers, by eating fries, every single day. I wish that people could realize the harm that they're actually doing to themselves. Now today I will be telling you why fast food is bad, the solution to minimizing fast food consumed in our lives, and how everybody's lives would be different without fast food. Now, consuming fast food can literally destroy a person's life. By eating it, many problems are being created. Now, fast food is a huge contributing factor to obesity. And a quote that I said earlier, is 72.5 million adults in the US are obese. Now, fast food contains too many saturated fats, sugars, sodium, and too many calories that just help raise numbers on obesity. A quote from Livestrong.com is, McDonald's deluxe breakfast with a large biscuit has 1,140 calories. Now that's nearly a full day's worth of calories for a sedentary adult female. And that's not counting the added on breakfast syrup and margarine. Now by consuming fast food, a person could easily be putting themselves in a caloric surplus, which would cause them to gain more weight as they keep doing this. Now being obese also leads to many health problems, one of which is type 2 diabetes. Now, type 2 diabetes causes the body to not produce enough insulin, which is necessary for the body to be able to break down glucose for energy. And if the body does not break down the foods that a person consumes, this can lead to many health problems and complications. And a quote from Livestrong.com is, this chronic disease requires daily medication and monitoring and can have serious complications that may result in limb amputation or even organ failure. Now that you all know what fast food can do to a person, we will look at ways that we can stop consuming fast food. It is going to be a tough task, but I believe that everybody has the ability to stop eating fast food. The first thing that I want to touch on is people need to start cooking more meals at home. It is actually honestly not more expensive to go out and buy foods at grocery stores than it is to buy fast food. And something that was posted on the Huffington Post is an agricultural study released found that most fruits and vegetables and other healthy foods cost less than foods high in fat, sugars, and salt. Now I want to touch on what I have here. It's going to be hard for you guys watching this online to see, but I have Burger King, a meal from home, and McDonald's. Now a Whopper with cheese and a medium fry. Total calories 1,120. Fat 60 grams. Carbs 117 grams. And protein 33 grams. Now, from McDonald's, we have a Big Mac, medium fry. Calories 930. Fat 48 grams. Carbs 94 grams. And protein 29 grams. And this is not including drinks that people usually get. Now, if you want to compare a meal from home that you would cook yourself, to even come close to the calories from one or the other, McDonald's or Burger King, you would have to have a cup of brown rice, 7 egg whites, half a cup of oatmeal, an apple, a Skinny Cow ice cream sandwich, and 5 ounces of chicken breast. And that comes out to 785 calories, 9 grams of fat, 110 grams of carbs, and 70 grams of protein. Now, if you're going to make a meal at home, you're going to get more food out of it, and you're going to be allowed to eat a lot more. And I think that you'd rather have more food than less food. And when you make food at home, it's definitely a whole lot healthier than getting a meal from Burger King or McDonald's or anywhere else. Now, another way to help stop the consumption of fast food is to get children to start at a young age. Children need to see healthy food as tasty and not tasteless. Too many children nowadays, when they hear of like chicken breast or salad, they think that is gross. But then when they hear burgers or fries. They think that it sounds great and they need to eat it and they need to have it and they think it's delicious. It needs to start at a young age because once a person becomes adapted to how they eat or adapted to a certain way of eating, it's really hard to break that habit. It's really hard to get out of the wanting French fries and wanting these greasy burgers all the time. Now that we've gone over ways to stop the consumption of fast food, we will look at how people's lives would be different without it. Honestly, I believe that your people, if they stopped eating fast foods, their lives would be completely different. Children's lives would be a lot easier. Things such as they would obviously be healthier, they'd have higher self-esteem. There wouldn't be bullying about weight issues because if you cut out fast food, you're gonna stop that chance of them becoming obese, and they'd be able to play with their friends and not get tired from having cardiovascular problems, which eating fast food does cause. Adults too would also have lives that are a lot easier. They would be healthier just like children. They would be able to keep up with their children. If they want to play with their children, they could keep up with them and not be tired after running just a little bit from having cardiovascular problems. And they would live longer. Now, this is what life would be like if people stopped consuming fast food. I hope I have shown you all that fast food is dangerous and can cause serious health problems. I hope you see that there are better alternatives out there, and that eliminating fast food out of your diet will make your life better short term and long term. I encourage you guys to go out, choose better alternatives, get the healthy option over the fast food option, and your life will be a lot better. To sum up what we've gone over today, fast food is a huge contributing factor to obesity, and consuming it can lead to development of type 2 diabetes. We need to realize that fast food really isn't all that cheap and start cooking more food at home. We also need to start children off at a young age so that they can see that healthy food is not bad. By making this change, children will be healthier and have higher self-esteem. Adults will also be healthier and will live longer as a result of that. And I want to leave you guys with something. By 2030, there is a chance that 42% of Americans will be obese. This honestly needs to be controlled. Don't you want to live a healthier life? Don't you want to be able to give your future children or current children the best life that they can have? I encourage you to think about these questions that I just asked and realize that fast food is just like a drug. It's addictive and it needs to be stopped. Thank you for all your time.